How's it going, everybody? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm. The spirits are mad today. What's living off the land got out of curiosity? Ah, yes, talking about salmonberry season. We have the blessing of infinite energy on our side today, and we also have mail. Delta, I'd like to surprise my husband with a gift. He's a big fan of leeks. Could you bring me one? Yeah, fitting you should say that, Evelyn. Yeah, we're in the process of doing that. Evelyn wants to surprise her husband with a gift. Bring Evelyn a leek, but of course we have gifts for George, where we do have all the necessary leeks, we just need to place them in the kitchen. We have them sitting right here, the remaining ones we've got. So I guess we'll grab her another one, because sure, why not? We can just bring her any old one, so let's just get a normal one here. We'll add that to the pile, because sure. Evelyn, your timing is impeccable. I hope you know that. Right, first and foremost for the day, we've got to get our routine done, so I'm going to quickly roam around, see what all there is to see, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Here is what we've got. I did pick up a fair bit of the wild seeds that have fully grown and end up with 13 of these, so I got another 8 off of that, but of course I didn't need them at this point anyway. So I put those back up in the bin, as well as all the daffodils we picked up, because we are going to be needing those for gifts. So, first of all, we're going to put all this stuff away. I did grab some salmon berries just to see what the totals are like, provided I don't forget to check those, since we do have that boost to make them worth more money. But yes, 13 daffodils, and then we've got the 8 leeks here as well. So we'll be able to start using these for gifting again, which is good, because that is one of the things I want to do today. Jazz, Sandy, and the Wizard, we will start with those. Jazz. Sandy. And the Wizard. That's 3. To scroll a fair bit here now. Krobus, Alex, Kent, and Dwarf. Krobus. Alex, we will get you an egg. Kent, like with Sandy, we will get you a flower. And the Dwarf, we can pick any gemstone. Let's go with an emerald, since we've got a fair bit of those. And I think that will work. So off we go, and very quickly, one other thing I do want to check on is the farm computers. How many empty tiles do we have? 32. Is there anything we can plant in those tiles? Yes, there's 27, and the rest we can put with carrot seeds. Yes, we can do this. Alright. I want to get the mixed seeds in first, as potentially they might be longer growing crops, and as a result, obviously I want to make sure those get done by the end of the season. Toss those in. Put a carrot right there, and I think that's all we've got for now. There was nothing on the left side for me to throw in, so we got a little bit more going there. Speaking of carrots, let's go ahead and bring this to Epona. With a little bit of a coffee boost, we can really get running here. Alright, so despite gifting the Wizard, there is no traveling merchant today, but the Desert Festival is now open, so we'll have to go to that, of course. I'm going to try to do this relatively quickly, though. Oh, Delta! What's up? The lighting is so nice right now, I had to come out and take some nature shots. It's fair. I've been trying to connect with the outdoors a little more. I want to know what it's like being a farmer. It's a way of life I've never really thought about. Well, until now. Those cows are so cute. Hey, I have an idea. Let's take some pictures with these cows. You could show me how to approach one. I'll just set it to shoot on a timer. I was supposed to say, I mean, they're just cows, provided you don't make them angry. There's not too much to them. Of course, not always that simple. Yeah. That was fun, Delta. Those photos are hilarious. I'm gonna go home and take a shower now. That's fair. If you're lucky, that's just mud. Either way, though, let's move swiftly on from that topic. Like I said, I do want to get to that event pretty dang early, so I'm going to go as quickly as I can here. Hi, Jazz. Wow, thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Mr. Delta. Hey, Jazz. How are we doing with hearts with you? We are at full. That is another one down. Now, for Sandy, obviously, we don't need to go there yet, because that's where we're going to be going at the end of this, so that one we can just wait. And while you don't have access to Sandy's shop, you do have access to being able to talk to her, so we should still be able to give her that gift, even though it is sort of an event thing going on. Hopefully that will still work. We'll find out. Wizard, how we doing with you? Still got another heart left with you. Alright. Here we've got Kent, Alex, the Dwarf, and Krobus. So Kent will probably be our next stop here. Also, if you feel bad of like, oh, you should be going to the desert event, like, you should be doing that as soon as possible. Yeah, probably, but once this is done, because I believe those people that are left, yeah, we won't have to gift them multiple times. I think the Dwarf is the only one that I'll need to get in addition. Hey, Kent. Hey, it's a really great gift, thanks. Don't know if I ever get used to being back home. The peacefulest town feels like a mask. It's probably just me, though. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to have a jaded look towards things after going through that kind of, you know, life. So I getcha. Please keep my location a secret. If the dwarves knew of me, they'd surely send an assassin. Well, they already do know of you, but sure, I'll do that. I'll do that for you. Alex, with any luck, you are either just outside here, or you are in the house. He is not either of those places. Yeah, I think ultimately... Anybody got a birthday? No. Grab that, but I doubt I'm going to do it. Yeah, I think ultimately I'm going to put all this back. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to put all this back and just go. I was going to say it might be worth wasting the time today that I don't have to deal with it tomorrow for trying to find Alex, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with my gut here. And just for the sake of doing it, let's eat an egg. We've got plenty more of those, so we should be good on that front. Alright, going to the event, you might want to consider bringing your fishing rod if you've got one, and you are going to want to take your pickaxe and your weapon of choice, sword, hammer, etc. Other than that, you shouldn't really need anything else. I'm going to grab more bait, though, because I do not have a lot left here. So, there it is. That should be plenty. I don't really have any other, like, magnets and whatnot. I don't really need those. I'm going to swap that to down here. Oh, right, I did say I was going to take that daffodil for Sandy, provided the game will let me gift it. Where did it go? There it is. And off we go. So they talked a little bit about this last video. Oh, there's a daffodil up there. They talked about this last video of like, okay, what is this whole event? Well, as you can see, it's quite the thing. There's quite a bit going on here. So first and foremost, let's talk to the mayor. After a long dark winter, this festival is a good way to revive everyone. Yeah. So as it mentioned, every day there will be 2 people at random of the villagers that have the option where you can buy things. And Maru's got some pretty good stuff here. The iridium bar and strawberry seeds. George has got coffee, vinegar, more artifact trove. That would be really good to have. Man, you guys are like doing good with this. Weather's perfect. I can't tell where my skin ends and the air begins. Interesting way to phrase that, but okay. Hey Sandy, this is probably the busiest time of year for me. It's nice to be able to see everyone. Yeah. It's fun. It was fun taking pictures, but I had to shower for 2 hours to get the mud out of my hair. If you smell something good, it's the coconut oil I rubbed all over my skin. I'm going all in with the desert feeling. So there's quite a few things to do here. First of which, we're going to do this. I'm sensing that your fashion doesn't quite match your inner feeling. Just step into the box and we'll fix you right up. Alright, let's do it. There are several different outfits you can get here. Some are male exclusive, some are female exclusive, and some you can get regardless of your gender. Okay, before we continue, let me visualize your order to see what kind of style will make you the happiest. This is free to do, so you might as well just go for it. There's a couple free events here, so might as well see what you got. Coming in, so don't be alarmed. And so is Sandy. Oh no, she's just blocking off the way so nobody gets in here. Oops, sorry if that tickles. Okay, get ready, this might be a tight fit. Yeah, that's definitely not my style if it's a tight fit. No, this won't do. There! Yes, I can feel it. Your inner self and outer self are now in perfect alignment. Can't wait for you to see the new you. Let's see it. You're looking great. Come back another day, and we'll put together a fresh new look for you. Okay, alright. You know what? I'm kind of digging this. So yes, it will swap out your clothing, whatever you have, with one of several different things of attires, and I'm gonna rep this. I'm actually here for this. I was gonna rep it regardless, but it gave me something I like. Hey Delta, check out my cactus. I'm trying to think of a name for him. So that's what we're calling it now. Hey, I'm just hanging out with this bird. She seems to like me. I'm really glad you fixed up the bus. This is really fun. Free cactus. Oh yes, I've got the perfect match for you. Ready to welcome a new cactus into your life? Sure. I got a Luigi cactus. I won't say why, but this is the perfect match for you. So yes, this is a free decorative/decoration item that you can pick up. Also, really quickly. Yeah, I've still got plenty of days on that. And it will be wildly, wildly different on each of your save files, so who knows what you could get, really. I was just wondering, if I lived here instead of Stardew Valley, would my art look different? Well, probably. The toefield is milky, but still with plenty of body. Still a bit mellower than back home. Oh, pardon me, I've become something of a sand connoisseur. Over here, there's a race going on. As you can see, there are some little critters that are running around. There are several different ones you can get, and it will, I believe, vary just depending on the day, but you'll only get 3 total. So as the race goes on, the race is not in progress, it is finished. The race's winner is Shoe Biscuit. That is a name. Guess the winner and receive some fabulous prizes. So yeah, you can pick between your options. We just saw Shoe Biscuit, Speed Rooster is obviously the chicken, and Cactus Crawler is obviously the little cactus thing. I'm gonna go with the Speed Rooster. Okay, now sit back and enjoy the race. I'm not gonna actually watch the race, but you could if you wanted to. I do need to pick this warp totem up at some point. So yeah, there are more options here that are available. There's some options that would not normally be available. That magic cowboy hat would be looking kind of cool, but I don't have the funds for that, tragically. So let's take a look at what else we've got here. The clinic is here, so if you decide to go to Skull Cavern, you'll actually be dropped off here instead of the usual spot if you die. Here you can trade in your eggs that you've been seeing, these calico eggs, for different things. So there's a fair bit here. Some kind of cool stuff. Over here, we've got the traveling merchant. She's doing her usual thing here. Got anything really worth looking at? Not especially. So I think I'll give that one a pass. Greetings, friend. Care for a test of knowledge? If you answer my questions correctly, you'll earn a prize. What do you say? Sure. For the first question, who runs the animal shop in Pelican Town? Marnie would do that. Gus runs the saloon, and Pierre runs the general store. What season does artichoke grow in? Well, I know it's not... Well, actually, I think it's fall, right? It is. And what season can you catch salmon? Summer. No? Okay. You have to come back next time. Alright, I see how it is. So yes, by digging up spots, for one, you can find calico eggs. You can also find them in the trash cans as well. So that's some things you can do. The challenge booth, there's a pair of challenges you can choose from. Complete one and will reward you with a bounty of eggs. Once you select one, you won't be able to change, so choose carefully. Here are today's challenges. Reach level 30 of the Skull Cavern, or collect 15 pieces of iridium ore from the Skull Cavern. I personally think reaching 30 is probably the easier of the two. I'm going to do this on the off chance it gives me more iridium to hunt for. There is also over here a challenge you can do, catch 3 sandfish. That's Willie's challenge, so we'll give that a go. You're kind of picking and choosing your challenges here, so if you can't do it all in one day, don't be too terribly shocked by this. There's the treasure hunt. It kind of just depends on what you feel is best to go for. Potentially, if you came here not knowing what you were going to get, what items you do or don't have. If you don't have the fishing rod, you can't exactly go fishing without leaving and coming back, so mileage may vary on these, of what you can and cannot do. But you might have, at the very least, brought your axe and, or your pickaxe and your sword with you. I'm actually going to let this one go, I think. Because that is definitely not a sandfish. It is way too unwieldy. Yeah, this feels more like a sandfish. Well, maybe not. It doesn't feel quite as crazy, though. Yeah, there's one. So the idea is basically to pick up these eggs, and then you use these eggs to buy the various items that you want. You can get them from the general store that's there. You can get them from the individual villagers. They will carry over between the event itself, so if I keep the calico eggs I have now, I can use these tomorrow, but they do not carry over by year. So by day 3, if you've got a ton of them, you need to either use them or you're going to lose them. They have no other purpose than this, so you might as well pick them up and use them. So there is, unfortunately, a tiny bit of luck involved if you're really hunting for a specific item that a villager has. Hi. Here's 25 eggs for the reward. Sweet. I'll just hang on to this stuff, I guess. Put this back over here. So it is a little bit of luck involved with, like, if you get the correct villager, quote-unquote. Hello there, hungry? I'm very pleased to hear that, slurp. Ew. I'd like to make a very special dish, something suited to your unique taste, may I? So, what will you have? Hearty beans, cave loaf, rare fruit, extremely sharp cheddar, or shrimp? I'm a shrimp man myself. The shrimp, excellent choice. Now, what kind of sauce will you have? Rich marinara, mushroom cream, cherry syrup, pungent garlic, or uncomfortably hot sauce? Well, I can't stand garlic, and I'm not that big of a fan of hot sauce either, so that's 2 out. I don't think cherry syrup would go that well with shrimp, while I do like it. Sweet and sour sauce is probably about the closest you're getting. So that leaves these 2 options. This is kind of a shrimp cocktail here, basically. The mushroom cream, I do like creamy stuff. I'm not big on mushrooms, so I'm going to go with rich marinara. What you choose for both the main part of the entree and also what you choose for your flavoring, I guess, as it were, will determine what bonuses you get from this. You'll eat it automatically. So I get defense and fishing. So you'll get +3 in one stat, and you will get +1 in another. So, if you want to just cheat and, like, look up what your answers are. Yeah, so didn't win that time. It was neck and neck. It really wasn't that close. So, if you want to choose specifically what you're looking for fishing, for mining, whatever, then that's how you do that. I do want those iridium bars. That would be really handy to have. The retro TV is kind of cool, but I think I'll pass on that. I do want these, though. I think the artifact troves, for me personally, are even more important than the iridium bars right now. Alright, so the challenge. Welcome to the Skull Cavern Challenge. Calico eggs and mysterious calico statues have appeared throughout the caverns. Your egg rating determines the likelihood of finding calico egg. Egg rating increases every 5 levels down, as well as whenever you activate a calico statue. But be careful, they will also invoke various and strange and dangerous effects. Visit Guild to see prizes afterwards. So yes, we will see as we go on. There will be statues that will occasionally pop up. And these are basically your, hey, if you would like an extra challenge, you can use these. Also, these are the egg tiles that will give you the eggs themselves. But yes, these will give you additional challenges, but they will, of course, also give you additional eggs. Lose more eggs when you're knocked out, but you get more eggs total if you manage to survive. Which, you know, ideally I wouldn't get knocked out at all, so that's not too big of a penalty here. Other than that, it is traditional mining. If you're trying to do a deep dive into the mines, you obviously have seen before, not the ideal, optimal strategy, but you've seen some strategies. Bringing bombs, bringing lots of stone for staircases, these are things you should already know at this point of how to get yourself very far into the mines to be able to get higher rewards from this. Obviously, luck does play some of a part in this, same as it always does. And of course, everything else about the Skull Cavern is similar to how it was before. You can find holes in order to be able to jump down further. So basically, go around and see what you can do. This is a case where you might want to consider looking around the floors a little bit more. It's kind of a case of just hit rocks as you go, and if you don't explore the whole level, then that's fine. But also, you might see some of those calico statues that you wouldn't be able to catch otherwise. So, mileage may vary on this. Of course, if you're not planning on using those, that's also totally fine as well, in which case, you should just be looking for the staircases. Of course, for me, same as always, this is the opportunity to get more experience. Killing the monsters, as you saw, gives you calico eggs. Basically, anything you do, mining the rocks, killing the monsters, you get the idea. So made it to floor 10, so we get another point from that as well. So we're going to spend a pretty high bulk of our time, needless to say, messing around with this. This is another reason you would very heavily want to get your farm all automated with the sprinkler systems and stuff like this, is so that when this event pops up, you're not wasting additional time, well, doing what I did for once. Or for example, rather. But you don't want to be wasting that additional time of having to water your crops before you can get here, because you know that there's a pretty good chance once you get here, you're probably staying until basically you have to go to bed. What do we got for our boost here? More serpent. Oh, God. Also, I can hear my alarm going off, so I'm going to go quickly take care of that. Alright, we are back. Whenever I was editing, I heard that in a previous episode, and I'd rather not have to subject you all to it again, so I think we'll just not do that. Fell 8 levels. Ouch. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty hit, actually. I'm going to recover myself from that. Especially with the potential for more serpents to be around, that would be something we kind of have to watch out for. Yo, I thought we said more serpents, not more bats. What are these all doing here? Yeah, get rid of that. The good news is, I do still need to kill these for Monster Slayer rewards, so... Oh, hello. Keep swinging. I think one of them dropped a shirt of some kind. A blue long vest. Well, I did say I was going to rep what I got right now, and while that could be kind of cool looking, I do want to stick by that for sure. See if I can get you, yeah, up here. There we go. Probably would have been a good idea to pick up that solar essence, but that's alright. It's not the end of the world. Actually still hit me. Wow. The cherry bombs don't have a lot of range. I thought I was out of the way of that, but I guess not. As far as I remember, there is no time of day the shops close. I believe, and we'll find out pretty soon here, that they're good until, you know, 2 o'clock, until you would pass out otherwise, so... That does basically mean we're probably going to be here until basically about 12:30 is going to be my guess. and then we'll go and see how we did with our mining expedition. If we can get one more floor before then, we can get to 25, and that would be good. Obviously, I didn't come here with like an ideal cave mining setup or anything, but that's also okay. I did come in here, however, with the mindset that there would be a staircase somewhere on this floor. Thank you. Nope. Not today. Still weird I'm quoting Helldivers since I haven't been playing it that much recently, because work has been doing what it does best. I'm not sure what it does well, but I'm sure there must be something out there somewhere. Grab this little bonus here, too. More monsters! Oh, lovely. Yeah, needless to say, because these are supposed to be challenging, obviously most of what you're getting here is going to be making it more difficult. It's Penny's handwriting. I want to get everyone something they love. Mom, which this is Penny's mom, so this is Pam. Parsnip, glazed yams, no beer. She does like beer, but, you know, she's saying it because the obvious reason. Jazz, fairy rose and plum pudding. Vincent, pink cake and grape. Mr. Molnar, which is George, leek and fried mushroom, and Granny Molnar, which is Evelyn, beet and tulip. Don't have the stuff for bombs, but I do want to go ahead and get this. Yeah, we can keep going here. All those supplies we can't pick up, but honestly, it's not that big a deal. None of this is high-value stuff. It was basically the Omni Geodes, the Iridium Ores, the Calico Eggs. That's really all I'm here for. Anything else, the additional ores and stuff like that, is just a nice little bonus to put in my pocket and subsequently the chest that I'll store them in. Ooh, there is a diamond over there, so I guess I'll go ahead and quickly eat this. It's not going to be worth much, but hey, it's better than nothing. Speed boost. So yes, some things can be good. Obviously, a speed boost would be one of them. Ooh, another prismatic shard. We'll get rid of the bones. And sometimes those statues, for the, like, boost or penalty, can give you literally nothing. Is that dumb? Yeah, it's a little dumb, but... Ooh, that's another good item. But I think I'm outie. I think that'll do it for me. Egg rating 11. 11, huh? Not bad. Not bad. Of course, when I was your age, I was doing twice that with a rusty sword, no food. But that is worth 25 calico eggs. So we'll take it. Also, an additional bonus, which is a triple shot espresso. We'll give up 2 copper ore for that. Yeah, couldn't quite reach level 30. Got pretty close. Probably could have pushed for it, but just ultimately did not want to. I am curious to see if... No, they are closed, so there is a finite time limit, which you guys already saw on screen. That's a shame, because it would have been nice to get those iridium bars, I'm not going to lie. But we should probably head on back. So obviously, the way that tomorrow and the following day is going to work here is I'm going to be predominantly focusing on the event. I do still want to drop those leaks off for Evelyn, just to have that out of the way, have it done. Because there's a fair few quests here now, and, you know, I can get the, oh, it was 15 pieces of ore, actually. I was way off. But yeah, I can get 2 of these done right now and kind of clear some of this up. But for now, let's see what we can toss here. I'm going to toss in 1 egg just to show you it's not worth anything, like, in terms of selling price. But, yeah, don't actually do this if you're playing along. I'm going to toss in all the minerals, since we aren't really going to have a lot of options for money and what have you today in particular. And fortunately, we will have some iridium after this, so that will be a nice little plus. I'll hang on to the eggs. The shirt and the food can go in here. The espresso can go in here. The dandelion. This can also go up because I'm not going to be using it. Temporarily, I'm going to put the artifact troves in here, as I don't have any use for them right now. I should have eaten that lucky lunch. I didn't even think about it. I'm also going to put my old clothes in here as well. Again, mostly just to free up the inventory space. As for the cactus, I don't really know where I'm going to put this, to be perfectly honest with you. We'll stick it right here for now. That'll work. Again, one day we'll organize all of that. It's just, that's not going to be today. So yeah, we'll make a little bit. It's not going to be a super high money-making day, but that's not really the point. But we got a fair bit just kind of from the combination of everything, so it worked out all right. Alright, day 2 of the event. How are we looking? Spirits are annoyed. Our boost is Blessing of Fangs, which that might actually come in handy for a day like today. Delta, I thought it would be so much fun to write you a note. I had so much fun with the cows yesterday, I'm starting to understand why you chose the farmer's life. Hope to see you soon, Haley. Hello, I'm sorry I'm not good at writing letters. I made one metal bar too many and thought you might need it. Clint the blacksmith. Alright, well, appreciate it, I guess. We'll stick that in here, as well as that. I do need to grab some more coffee, but I think we're going to very quickly, again, do the routine, and I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, pretty uneventful day here. All we've got is just the mayonnaise and the goat cheese, but everything else with, like, the fruit trees and stuff, I put all that up. It looks like the second set that we made of the ancient seeds are getting pretty close to start producing their crop, so we'll start, again, having the pace be picked up with those, which is fortunate. Grab these things here. And it looks like, yep, I'm going to the festival today. You'll have to drive yourself, which means we can go a lot faster today, which is a good little bonus. So we'll do that as soon as possible, but again, I do want to get this particular quest over and taken care of. No one's got a birthday till Pam, so we're good on that front. I am going to forgo the additional friendship stuff for now. But I will go ahead and talk to Alex just to get some extra points there. But there we go, gifts for George, 2000 G, and we will get a nice little reward from that. In a couple days, which will be very, very handy. Evelyn, you also wanted one for George right now. Oh, thank you, dear. This leek looks delicious. George will be so happy. He loves when I make eggs with leeks for breakfast. No worries. Alright, with that, we'll... Did we need to give Sandy another gift? No, okay, we're good on that front. Also, did she actually have full hearts with us? We do, we have full hearts with her. That's really nice. Okay, cool. So that leaves the wizard with 1 heart left, Alex with 2, Kent with 5, and the dwarf with 5. And Krobus with 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 people left to get to max hearts, one of which we've only had in town for a few weeks. So very good progress. I'm very happy with this. Alright, let's drop these off, because again, we do want as much space as possible when going mining. So put that away. That can go up. Do we have any trash to... No. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing that needed to be thrown in the recycling machine there. Oh, you can change the sign text. That's kind of funny. I'm not really sure why I need to buy a ticket if I'm the one driving, but okay. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got. We're going to do something a little different here, obviously. I am hungry. Let's do extremely sharp cheddar. As you can see, they don't have the garlic on here. Not because I chose it, it's just different on this one. What do I think would work with cheddar? Not really any of these, but let's try the mushroom cream. just to get something different. So I believe the base is your +3 and the sauce is your +1, but I could be wrong about that. 3 attack and 1 mining. Well, that will come in handy for what we're going to be doing. It looks like they're not here yet. Can we, Oh, yeah, they're just straight up not here yet. Okay. Is the race available yet? It looks like it is. Oh, so they actually don't start till 10. Hey, Mario. You've got the usual here, it looks like. I do like this midnight bed. I just don't have the funds to justify doing that, I'm afraid. It is nice that the individual warp totems are pretty easy to purchase. But that said, I would much prefer to have the ability to craft one. Catch a scorpion carp. That was the thing that was going absolutely insane, in case you hadn't managed to put that together yet, but I'm willing to wager you probably did. But there's a reason it tells you you only need to catch one, because they go a bit insane. Oh, Linus is here, too. Tackle's worn out, that's fine. Now I want to go talk to Linus. Come back. You can learn to survive in the wild, I have. I think we all have a hidden urge to return to nature, it's just a little scary to make the leap. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. All this is possible because you fixed the bus, I can't thank you enough. Well, no worries. I guess people are going to start pouring in now. I want to check the other quests here, though. What are your challenges for the day? 30 of the Skull Cavern, or descend into the Skull Cavern and slay 10 serpents. This is a higher value, so I think I'll get more out of this. I don't think slaying 10 serpents would be too terribly hard, by any stretch. I think that'd be pretty easy if you just sit around and wait. And if you get the additional monsters and additional serpents like I did, it's going to be extremely easy to do. Then you can basically just play like normal. You probably wouldn't have to get anywhere close to floor 30. But I am going to poke around until basically, I think, about noon. And then I'll go ahead and hop into the Skull Cavern. I'm going to try to get a Scorpion Carp here, but again, these are a bit unwieldy. If you get this particular one with the Scorpion Carp and you're playing in multiplayer, I would probably recommend against doing it, just because you are going to be eating up time, because time's not paused in this. If you're in single player, a little bit easier, but yeah, it kind of just depends, honestly. The Skull Cavern challenges, on average, are going to tend to be skewed more towards getting a big amount from them. This might be one? Nope. That is just a sandfish. Well, I'm also going to check the trash again here. Find anything good? Yeah, this is an interesting piece of dialogue here, where normally villagers are very much against you digging through the trash and you lose friendship with them. Linus, however, approves of you doing this. Runs the animal shop. Marnie. Artichoke grows in fall. But can he catch salmon? I could have sworn it was summer. I guess it's fall? Yes. Where might you catch the lava eel? Mine, level 100. Very good, I'm impressed with your knowledge. Here's your prize. 50 calico eggs. So hopefully you know your Stardew. Closed until noon. Well, good news. I can wait for like 5 seconds. And none of that's really gonna cut the mustard for me, I'm afraid. Who we got? We got Sebastian and Emily. Not the pair I was expecting. Seb's lost mace. Frozen Geode, energy tonic. Sorry, Seb. Not really feeling any of those. Prismatic shard for 500. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening simply because I'm not going to have 500 eggs. Sea urchin, mixed flower seeds. Not really interested in either of those either. So, might be passing on them as well. So how about the other store here? Is there anything new? Anything I would want? If nothing else, the mystery boxes would not be horrible to pick up. So I think that's probably what my money, or my eggs, rather. I guess they are technically my money. That's probably what they will... Excuse me. That's probably what they will go to if I don't find anything I like tomorrow in the stores. I'm I'm going to move this down here. I'm also going to eat one of these. And good, it does not overwrite that. I didn't think it would, but you never know. Because having a little bit of good fortune down here could certainly be handy. Especially if they're going to do that to me. Hey, iridium and an iridium bar. Very nice. Some spicy eels, so those will help with our luck, though I think the lucky lunch is clearly doing fine, at least on the enemy drops section, so I think we'll be good there for a ways. It'll pop up on screen now. I don't know how the calico egg little doodads, I don't know how those do for experience. Could be good, could be bad. You're going to want to get them either way, so that part doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, we're going to see how well we can fly through this. I do see that statue over there, so I'm going to go and grab that. Speed boost. I'll take it. Nope, I'm good. Bye. I'm doing very good on the drops here. I'm more than okay with this. If anything, it's encouraging me to go for the enemies because they're dropping such good items. I do have the attack buff going on right now, so that's part of the reason that these fights are going as well as they are. I'm not foolish enough to think that suddenly I'm just, like, all-powerful. Oh, no dice on either of those, huh? Alright, well, we'll grab this. Yeah, I do always like this event. I'm glad that they... Third Ape has done a very good job with the combination of adding new events into areas where it didn't feel like there was a lot going on, like winter, for example, having the night market, but also events like these where you're thinking like, oh, yeah, this is spring again, I'm going to have everything set up, and then there's going to be nothing new, and then, lo and behold, there is something new. Again, it's possible to get this in year one, it's just extremely unlikely that you're going to be able to. So it's a nice little boost to making the second year feel different from the first. Because eventually things will start to overlap, but, like, not for a fair bit of time. Like I said, the sort of ending of the game, but not really, is kind of the end of year 2. That's when your farm gets evaluated and they kind of see how much progress you've made as a whole, but you can obviously keep playing well past that. Hello. Reached a new level of understanding. We also got a prismatic shard from that. So yes, this means we're at mastery level 3. So we'll have to go pick up a new buff whenever we get the opportunity to. Which, if I remember to, will probably be tomorrow, because we could get the one for mining. And that is our last secret note. It's a page from someone's diary. There are only a few older bachelors in town, and none of them are perfect. Harvey's really anxious and weak, but I know he would make a loyal and devoted husband. He likes coffee and pickles. Elliot is a bit foppish and melodramatic, but he does have a nice chin. He likes crab cakes and pomegranates. Shane is messy and antisocial, but I think his gruff exterior is a defense mechanism, insulating a softness from the world. He likes beer, pizza, and pepper poppers. But yes, that is all of our secret notes. And we have done all the secret little challenges, other than the one that we're waiting on our crops to grow for. So that means we have almost completed another section, essentially, of the game. Any big spots? And we could probably try to pull a little sneaky trick right here. Another one of these, I think. No effect. But yeah, you still get the +1 for it. So, yeah, sometimes it literally just does not do anything. It still gives you the +1, so, I mean, that is an advantage. So do I personally think it's worth it? Yeah, honestly, I think it's worth it. As long as you feel like you've got enough food items on you to help keep you alive no matter what, then you're probably going to be okay. Also, there's a dog barking, which is not the traditional dog. This is a different, higher-pitched yip. But now I'm going to have to start talking over myself again and focus on killing this bat, so that the bat doesn't kill me, and then I can pick up all the resources and hope that somebody will take care of their dog, because it doesn't sound like it's chained up or confined or anything, which means that somebody is walking it and therefore has the ability to make it stop barking. Alright, there we go. Now it's just whimpering like it's mad that I said, hey, could we be respectful of our neighbors? Nope, we really couldn't. Why would we do that? Nope, we're going to go back to yipping. Okay, cool. We're just not going to be respectful of our neighbors. We'll just not do that. It seems like the right thing to do. And by the right, I mean completely the wrong, but, you know, really what's right these days and what's wrong. You fill 5 levels, which takes us to 25. That staircase will take us to 26, and I do believe we went with, yes, floor 30, so we're getting pretty close. Still have a fair bit of time left in the day. Now the dog has stopped temporarily, so I can take a break from making your eardrums bleed. Another boost here, which is more serpents. And more dogs. Yes, we do need more dogs. I'm glad. I'm very glad that we have more dogs. Oh, and the more serpents are kicking in, and the dog is kicking in as well. The dog will not be stopped. Not by man, not by machine, not by anything. More iridium ore. No effect. That's just fine with me. We did it! We got that challenge done, so we'll have an additional bonus waiting for us. I'm just gonna ignore those ghosts, I think. Still have a lucky lunch for a bit. Let's eat one of these just to be on the safe side. More crystal shoes. We'll get rid of those. Don't think I can pick that up. What can I drop for this? Well, we're definitely going to have plenty of calico eggs by the end of the 3rd day. Oh gosh, this is going to be a nightmare. Alright, well, let's eat up here, because we're going to need all the help we can get. So I need to be at max health for this. Yeah, I'm even going to eat one more. I know that's not a full heal, but I want every point that I can get. Depending on how many of them they send, this could get real nasty. I got a tiny little break here. Cool. I was mostly just opening that up in case things got dicey and I needed to jump out of there. Where are you? There it is. Like I said, you're better off on those areas infested with monster floors. Just skip them, honestly. Unless you really need the levels in combat, just skip them. Monster Slayer goal complete. That was for getting the crab rocks, or their equivalents. What do you got for me? No effect. That's okay. I'm watching my health here. I thought it was a little bit lower than it was, but that is not going to stop me from healing up here. There we go. Now I feel a bit more comfortable. Nope, I'm good on those. While I do need to be getting those serpents for the Monster Slayer goal, it's not, like, constantly have to deal with them levels of need to. Miner's treat there. I might grab that. What can I throw away for that? Don't really need the cloth. Nope, don't need the cave carrots either. Fell 6 levels. Very good. Could probably get to maybe like 50. At this point, I'm also kind of mining for iridium as well, since we're low enough in to actually make some progress on that front. Alright, fine, we'll put it there if you're going to be so intent on blocking my spot. Oh, you actually want to go pick a fight here, huh? Yeah, let's see how well that works out for you. Yeah, you can see how with no pause menu how this could get really nasty, though, so you do have to be careful. Even though I do think this could be a good opportunity in multiplayer. If you are not careful, you are going to get killed in here, as you can clearly see. Grab that mystery box. What will I give up for that? Probably. The carrot seeds. The carrot seeds for that? Sure. Love hearing that critical sound just go off over and over and over. Reminds me of the good old days of Fire Emblem where you get a high-level swordsman that's got a high crit chance and give him a killing edge and just watch him go absolutely insane. Okay, there's another point, level 45. It's also worth noting, as you've clearly seen, the Calico Eggs take 2 hits to break with an Iridium pickaxe. So if you do not have a fully upgraded pickaxe, this could potentially be a bit tough for destroying them. And if that's the case, you're probably just going to want to straight up use bombs. How fitting that one dropped right when I said that, but yes, it is true. You're probably going to want to use bombs. It's getting late, yes, but we still have a little bit of time here. Plus 50 Calico Eggs. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I didn't know that was an extra little boost you could get. Not complaining, just surprised. Get that iridium before we get out of here. Or the iridium crab, I guess. Either one. This is more about the iridium than the iridium enemy here. We'll go ahead and grab these just on the off chance. I think other than like a prismatic shard from Emily, just about anything we're looking for here. Mummies have become angry. I don't know what that means, and I'm not entirely certain I want to know. But what I do know is we've got a fair bit of iridium ore, and that was predominantly what I came in here for, so I am good to bail at this point. I'm going to eat this not for the luck, but to get out of here a little bit faster. So I do not want to run out of time. Oh, right. Egg rating 18. That ain't bad at all. That's the kind of number we're looking for in the Adventurers Guild. Here's your prize. 50 Calico Eggs. And if Anything else? More triple shot. We'll get rid of the slime for that. Very good. There'll be more challenges tomorrow, so take it easy and get some rest. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I'm really hoping we get some good villagers for tomorrow. I would really like to have some prizes that I am looking forward to. Again, the mystery boxes wouldn't be terrible to pick up, but like there's some potentially really good stuff in there, so I'm hopeful. I think we're just going to focus on what can I toss here, what can I put away that I don't need. So I'm going to give up all of that. I'll hang on to the solar essences, though. Again, this is organizing this another day. Today is not the day for this. This is kind of mining-based stuff, so I'll throw it in here, sure. Can we make it? Ooh, just barely. Well, I'm probably going to have to record another video of this, A, to make sure I finish up the desert event, but B, there's some stuff I don't want to forget, namely like getting that mastery skill and not foolishly traipsing around with wondering why I've got calico eggs in my pocket. Oh darn, I'll have to record more. What a shame. Look at that, almost there to 900,000. We got a good bit of calico eggs to work with here, too. So again, barring something incredibly high, like a prismatic shard, which we didn't really need, we should be good to grab just about anything we want from the vendors. Until then, thank you all for watching. This has been pitmarthroy, and I will see you all next time for more of the Desert Festival, as well as a couple other things. Later.